We move back into the pre-start. Dial up over. It's full reverse. The match has shifted from the Aussies to the Kiwis. At the set, the match belongs to Sested. Gilmore stuck to leeward. Hansen puts his bow down. Can Gilmore turn on the heat? Welcome back to day number 2 of the 52nd annual Congressional Cup here in Long Beach, California, as 12 of the top match racing teams in the world are on their way back out on the water. Hi, I'm Tucker Thompson, and the big question so far is Ian Williams, a 6-time world champion and also former Congressional Cup champion, has yet to win a single race. Now the question is whether he'll even make the semifinals.
Obviously not a great start for us yesterday, but we've got a few takeouts and we'll come back stronger today.
The first match of the day has Williams in it, and he's facing Sam Gilmore from Australia. Gilmore bears away, puts the spinnaker up. Williams comfortable to tack above him and set his spinnaker as well. Both boats now reaching to the right. Williams above the committee boat, rolls into a hoist, a jibe, a drop. Gilmore will do the same. We're coming up on 1 minute. Williams pushed Gilmore down towards the pin, but Gilmore has time and room. Williams will tack away, bow behind, with Gilmore just luffing up over the pin. Williams has put all of his money in the right-hand side. Gilmore has done the same all the way down to the left. It's a big gamble. The view from onboard Williams, not necessarily pretty. Gilmore crosses from the left-hand side.
I'm Sam Gilmore from Perth, Western Australia at the Royal Freshwater Bay Yacht Club. It's our first time here at the Congressional Cup, and so far we're really enjoying ourselves. I mean, it's been such great hospitality off the water, and the sailing's been going really well. The boats are great fun to sail.
At the leeward mark, Gilmore has got it back on the starting line with Keith Swinton from Australia on starboard. Bad news for his opponent. Bjorn Hansen on port has yet to enter the pre-start box, and they're already dialed up.
Someone of Bjorn's caliber, so Swinton's going to come across and tie him up outside the fin end of the line.
Hansen hoists his spinnaker. Swinton does the same. Swinton only just got his drawing. He's very slow. Hansen with pace will luff up, and we're going to go head to wind with the kites. Not before Hansen cops a blue flag penalty, and that's because he has not entered the pre-start box, but he looks as though he may ghost over Swinton's bow. Swinton in trouble with the spinnaker. Good news for Hansen, he makes it back below the line and will approach the start with pace a little behind. Swinton to windward is slow. He's just dropped his kite, and Hansen has the favored left-hand side, but also a penalty to do.
So Swinton's going to have to cover him there. Hansen getting in the breeze down. It looks pretty good for Hansen as he's accelerating.
As the two boats ghost upwind in the light air, Swinton falls into Hansen and will have to tack away. From the left, Hansen takes an early lead as the teams cross. The moment of truth for Gilmore and Williams, the final jibe for the lead boat into the finish as Williams trails about 3 lengths behind. And with the breeze dropping, Gilmore ghosts across the line to take the point. Back in Hansen's match, he is comfortably leading over Keith Swinton here at the leeward gates. Of course, he takes the favored left-hand side. At the final top mark rounding, it's more of the same, and Swinton is running out of options in a huge left-hand shift. It is 1 jibe on starboard to the finish. Into the finish, it's Hansen, but he still has that penalty to shed in the decreasing breeze. Just ghosting past the finish line. The crew's going to take that kite down, then hoist the jib bareheaded. There's Swinton in the background, about 8 boat lengths the delta, plus a jibe. Can he reel Hansen in? Hansen head to wind, coming out on port, hoisting the jib. Just about all of his speed has dropped. Trying to build some momentum, still shedding his penalty as Swinton comes into the finish. His jibe complete, the delta down to about 2.5 lengths. Hansen's slow, but he's bow forward. He's on the line, and he's got the match. After a 2-hour delay with no wind, the breeze has shifted 180 degrees. We're now offshore looking upwind at the Belmont Pier, and we rejoin the action with Chris Steele to leeward, Nikolai Sehested, the event leader so far, to windward. Kites up, Sehested heads back down towards the line. The dial up didn't work, and Steele follows suit. To windward of the committee boat end. You can't see him, but Chris Steele, he is stuck thanks to Nikolai Sehested. Sehested's bow's going down, less than a minute to go. Will he open the door enough to allow Steele to get back into the start? Right now, he's trying to slow down to say no, but I think Steele's just going to find enough room to get in there. And he does, so Steele lives to fight another day in this match. Relatively even start with Sehested down here to leeward. 2 tacks later, and Sehested takes a comfortable lead. Back on the starting line, this time with New Zealand's Phil Robertson, entering from the right-hand end. And Sally Barco entering a little bit late on port.
I'm Sally Barco. I'm here with Team Magenta 32, the Magenta Project, and our total goal with this is, to just keep women sailing at a really high professional level, and we have a chance to race on all the events in the World Match Race Tour this year by holding a tour card. We're here to be competitive and give it everything we can every day.
A regular move here in the Congressional Cup is now Spinnakers in the pre-start. Robertson splits to the committee boat end, drops his kite, Barkow drops hers, and tacks to follow suit. 3 seconds to the gun. And there it is, Barkow wins the start. While they head upwind, Nikolai Sehested is at the leeward mark in his match, well out in front. And here is Ian Williams ghosting towards the finish line in a dying breeze. He's in the lead, which is not unusual for the current world champion, but what is unusual is that this is about to be his first win of this regatta. No, you're not seeing things. We have boats going upwind and downwind and stop dead in the water, all pointing the same direction. Here's Phil Robertson leading what is left of his match, trying to get to the finish line, what would have been a downwind run, and there is absolutely no breeze.
I think we're moving now. I think we're into this.
The excitement is infectious.
Can you ease my leaderboard off?
Boat's probably better driving itself now, to be honest. Straighten her up and let it go.
And look at that.
Pretty keen.
Apparently Robertson's changed his name as well. From way behind and way to the right-hand side is Chris Steele, who was behind Nikolai Sehested back in the distance there. But a big change right before the finish has Steele in the lead. And with that, Chris Steele takes a race win over the regatta leader. So Steele wraps up Sehested, and Phil Robertson, or Phil Rubbertree, is well on his way to wrapping up his match over Sally Barco. Well, the saying, "It's never like this," certainly applies to the Congressional Cup this week. We've seen breeze from every single direction and strength from 0 knots today to over 20 yesterday afternoon, but it's all part of the challenge of this year's Congressional Cup. Racing continues tomorrow, and we hope you'll be there with us. I'm Tucker Thompson. We'll see you then. We move back into the pre-start. Dial up over its full reverse. The match has shifted from the Aussies to the Kiwis. At the set, the match belongs to Sehested. Gilmore stuck to leeward. Hansen puts his bow down. And can Gilmore turn on the heat?